RudeNation back again for RudeBoyz Reacts. WandaVision, we're going to do episodes 3 and 4. I'm Sherm.
4 and 3. I'm Tom.
What? All right. And with the RudeBoyz, we're going to give you our gut reactions. We're giving our gut reactions. God damn it. We're giving our gut reactions for WandaVision's, like I said, episode 3 and 4, or for some people, 4 and 3. Episode 3, now in color. We're kind of into the early 80s lot of Brady Bunch sort of stuff. I guess late 70s, early 80s.
Yeah, I was just about to correct you.
Sorry. But the big thing at the end of the second episode is now we're back in beautiful color, and the episode title is now actually called Now in Color. And obviously the big takeaway from this, there are many takeaways, but Wanda gave birth.
Yes,
she was pregnant for an episode. Gave birth to 2 twins, Tommy and Billy.
Yep. Tommy and Billy.
And significance of the children, Tom, in the comic book realm?
They are part of the Young Avengers.
Right.
And they never really existed, but then they did end up existing.
Right.
Billy is a huge part in the Marvel universe, being the now husband of Hulkling.
Okay.
Spoiler for anyone who wanted to read Empire.
No, well, I mean, they all would have listened to the RudeBoyz Power Hour Plus, and we did talk about it when that happened. I believe last year. But he has hex powers similar to his mother.
Hex powers, and he can have he could do like shoot out like electricity as well.
Okay.
Like for a while I think he was going by like Kid Thor.
Okay.
And he used to run around like with the winged helmet that Thor used to run around with. And Tommy, his twin brother, has super speed.
Sure, like his uncle Pietro.
Yeah.
AKA Quicksilver.
Uncle.
Well, yes, in the MCU, comic continuity, I'm unfamiliar, but yes, Pietro is dead in the MCU, and they do talk about it in this episode. So you get a name drop of him, a name drop of Ultron also by the character we know now as Monica Rambeau. I believe she was Geraldine or something like that. That was the name she was given. But you definitely get in episode 3 a vibe of that. Obviously, episodes 1 and 2, something ain't right. And now we're definitely seeing that in the third episode, where Wanda has these almost like little bits of like a little fit, especially when she is brought up by, especially when her brother and Ultron is brought up by Monica.
Yes.
And we see what happens to her at the end of the episode, and a lot of it in episode 4. But episode 3 really does deal a lot with Wanda's pregnancy, and that, even Vision is questioning a lot of it, where he's just like this happened yesterday, So I think,
like, I know I'm good. I'm not that good. Come on.
He's got speed, baby, but ain't that fast.
Come on.
I'm
going nuts.
The
getting that mortar oil up in there.
Oh, God damn it! Why? She's checking the dipstick.
Well, the dipstick got checked, and that's how she got pregnant.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Anyway, we don't need to talk about the how was Babby formed, because nobody knows. Well, I think as comic book fans and educated watchers and everything like that, the RudeNation is educated. We know that Wanda's powers may not be fully realized as they are in the comics versus the movies, but
reality.
She has reality-altering powers. Exactly. All of this, and I think what makes this show so much fun is that if this just happened in a movie, it would be weird. But because it is in this motif of these sitcoms and like it's a show within a show sort of thing, it works out, because it's like, this is completely not right.
Right.
Reality is fucked with.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, and she's known to fuck with reality.
Right.
She's done it several times.
In the comics.
In the comics, yeah.
But now we're fully seeing that realized on screen, which I think is really cool.
Yeah. She just loves fucking with stuff.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll move on to episode 4 then. Episode 4, I know Paul Bettany, who plays Vision, he was talking about it before the episode came out, that this episode's going to blow your mind. And I really enjoyed it. I love interquel episodes where kind of like they talk about things that happened in the past or whatever, or they explain things that happened a couple episodes ago. So episode 4, we interrupt this program. Definitely it shows a different side of WandaVision. It shows like this is a drama sitcom, and not like this is a motif. This is the show.
Yeah.
This is what's really happening.
We now know the time period of the show.
Yes. Yes.
It's right after the blip.
Yep.
And then,
which is the first time outside of Far From Home that they. Well, I mean, hasn't been a lot of Marvel stuff, but
exactly. And Black Widow wouldn't have anyway because that's a prequel.
What was that?
Black Widow wouldn't have mentioned it anyway.
Well, true. Yes. That's correct.
So then, we go to a hospital where Monica Rambeau is sleeping, and you see her reforming.
Yes.
Because she got snapped.
Yeah.
She's looking for her mother, going crazy looking for her mother, who had cancer, and they were she's all confused because her mom was doing fine when, she got snapped.
Yeah.
And then she comes back and the mom's dead.
Exactly.
And
yeah.
He's all like confused, and then we get to see the inner works of Sword. Which is
exactly. Cool. So we're finally now introduced properly to Sword, which was hinted upon.
The director of Sword, I would have liked to have seen that instead of generic white dude. I would have liked to seen it be Abigail Brand, because she was the director of Sword, which would have been cool to see.
Well, I guess as far as like a counterpoint to Monica's power, I guess you kind of just need everything to just kind of be balanced out. You know what I'm saying? Or else the fanboys will get freaked out that there's two girls talking on screen. But what are you gonna do? Not the nation.
Yeah, we don't know if Monica has any kind of powers.
Well, no, I'm sorry, not power. I'm talking about like authority. I'm not talking about like superpowers. I'm saying like she's the daughter of the founder of Sword, practically, or literally, and she's one of their high-ranking agents. She is sent to actually meet up with Agent Jimmy Woo, who last time we've seen him was Ant-Man and the Wasp. I really like this episode, and I'm going to get to that, but she's meeting up with Jimmy because there's a missing persons thing, and it turns out that the town of Westview doesn't exist, and everybody has a weird selective amnesia of what's going on, and then you see Monica enter Westview, and then you are getting little interstitial moments of what she's doing in Westview, thanks to what we're seeing in episodes 1 and 2.
Right, like you see the drone that she sent in that we saw in episode 2.
Right.
So we get that now.
I love that. Yeah, the beekeeper at the end of episode 2.
Who everyone wasn't. You included thought it was Swarm.
Right, yeah, but it makes sense because so what's happening is that all these things entering Westview or entering whatever realm that Wanda created, or we're assuming Wanda created, we don't know if there's a higher power involved. If Wanda doesn't necessarily understand it, she's going to manipulate it to make it something she can understand. So this weird, crazy drone turns into a toy helicopter. A guy dressed up in a hazmat suit turns into a beekeeper.
Right.
Monica's clothes obviously become more fitting to that episode.
Right.
Of WandaVision, which again is a show. I don't know. But speaking of that, we're also reintroduced to Darcy, and Kat Dennings from last we saw Thor: Dark World.
Yes, and I know we talked about they mentioned Pietro, they mentioned Ultron, but this is like a major connection to the MCU now. This is an actual another actor from MCU movies, which is cool.
Exactly. Yeah, that's why I like. Sorry, go ahead.
And Jimmy Woo.
Yeah, and technically Monica Rambeau, I mean, who we did see as a child in Captain Marvel. So
I'm talking actor-wise.
Yeah, no, I got you. But it is cool to get these three characters all kind of converging in one episode to kind of bring it back. And I feel like those little MCU one-shots that they would do on the DVD extras is kind of similar, because they take, I don't want to say C-list characters, but they're taking side characters from other movies, putting them together to build the universe.
Yeah.
It's like when we saw Ross in Civil War, and we haven't seen him since Incredible Hulk. or Hulk, whichever one was the.
Oh, General. Okay, for some reason I was thinking Martin Freeman's character.
Oh no, but you know, he was in Civil War, he was in Black Panther, you know, stuff like that. So I like that. Again, it builds the universe and without having, you know, Chris Evans show up, Robert Downey Jr. show up, you know.
I mean, very. I see. With the introduction of, you know, Monica Rambeau as an adult, they could go one of two ways. They can make her Ironheart instead of introducing the character Riri Williams.
Well, I think okay. Well, I think they've already committed to that, and they're already gonna. Yeah.
They? I don't know. I don't read the internet.
Okay, cool. We talked about it, so there you go.
Was I drinking?
I can't. Moving on.
I can't.
You can't hide behind that, Alki. All right.
Why not?
Time. Why not? Okay.
Very cool. To see. I'm curious to see what is actually behind this. We find out that it's not. No, as of right now, Wanda is the one who's doing all this.
That's what we're led to believe. Yes. Exactly. She's kind of like picked all these people from either if the town was called Eastview and now it's Westview, or everybody has no memory of that town. Nobody knows, but it seems like at the moment Wanda is the puppet master of everything going on. And speaking of puppet master, you do see what Vision that was a fucking that scared the shit out of me, but it was like, damn. So you actually see what is happening with Vision. And I think he's just a corpse that is being reanimated by Wanda's powers. Yeah, basically.
So she's having a fucking breakdown.
Exactly, yes. And you see that when something goes wrong in the episodes, and I'm saying episodes, you know, as us for viewers, and also what Sword's watching on their little tube televisions. You see that when there's just a little bit of something goes wrong, like when the beekeeper showed up in episode 2, they rewound time and went back. Episode 3, when Vision was questioning, like, oh, like, how did you get pregnant? And then you just see a quick, like, nope, everything's back to normal.
Yeah.
Really cool shit, man.
I honestly thought it was Disney Plus fucking up.
Did you? Happened. Well, that's good. I like that it kind of plays on that shit, you know.
Yeah.
But I still like that it's weekly. But after episode 4, man, I just kind of I want to know more, you know.
Yeah, exactly. And these 25-minute episodes? Come on, give me more.
They pack a lot, man. I have to admit. But I'm still excited. What's going on with WandaVision? Do we think, Tommy, that they're gonna bring Mephisto?
Are they gonna go full? Are they gonna go full hardcore with Mephisto? Huh?
Thank you for cleaning that up. I think they may. They don't need to at this point, because I think if Wanda, if they treat this kind of just like a tragic story, like Wanda's kind of losing her mind, and the only thing she could do is make this picturesque reality where she has 2 children, she has a husband, you know what I mean? Yeah. I think that is fine in itself. But if you do need a big bad, why not? I mean, if Mephisto kind of came to Wanda somehow, some way, and was like, listen, I will give you the best life, but I need your kids, or something like that. Because, you know, there's a lot of devilry, a lot of stuff going on that I think they're going to get into that.
Yeah, I honestly think it's just her having a breakdown.
Okay. It could go either way right now, because that's really where it's pushing it right now.
I think she's having a complete nervous breakdown, and it's either the second to last episode or last episode is where we're going to see Doctor Strange come in, trying to help her piece her psyche back together.
Sure. So. Which will go nicely into the new Doctor Strange, and also it is going to have connection with Spider-Man 3. So the second Spider-Man 3, whatever that may be called.
Too Far From Home.
Too Far From Home, yeah. All right, Tom's not allowed to name movies anymore. Sorry, Hollywood. And any other reactions for episodes 3 and 4, Tommy?
No, I think we covered it all.
Yeah. So I think this works out pretty well. We'll do the next 2 episodes in about 2 weeks' time.
Okay.
Just to give us a lot more to talk about and a lot for the nation to digest.
Yeah.
But we're still digging WandaVision. Super happy Marvel is back in our eyeballs. Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for joining us, RudeBoyz Reacts. I'm Sherm.
I'm Tom.
That's backwards. There we go. And if you like what you saw, leave a comment, like, subscribe. What do we say, Tommy? There you go. I love it. All right, everybody. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.